Hello everyone, welcome back to another tomato sauce stream. Today we're gonna be playing the Fluffals. Of course we are. We got the brand new Fluffal support, so of course we're gonna be playing the Fluffals. Obviously we're usually kind of rush, that's kind of our thing. We like to play the rush. We're not really big into this, it's not that we're not big into the speed, it's just we're way more into the rush. The problem with that is that our speed collection is not looking fantastic. So we're very limited on what we can actually build, as well as the fact that we don't know the speed meta inside and out. Now, obviously, we know the decks that are winning tournaments. You know, we do watch a lot of the tournament streams. We do pay attention to the tier lists. But it's one thing to know what the best deck is, and a whole nother thing entirely to know how to play around it and how to beat it. So that's going to be our primary concern. But last week, or the last week, I suppose it was last week, on Sunday, we did manage to get a 17 win streak with this deck, so maybe we can pull something out, you never know. But who have we got in chat today? We have Duke first, I'm excited. We got Icy Gamer, yo Fluffal time, let's go. We got Quicks, who's dancing as always. We got Draco Kid, YouTube new. Where did Tomato go? I'm right here, Draco, I'm right here. This is gonna be fun. And Draco is apparently bored. Also, we should probably get rid of the Ruin emote at this point. Maybe we should swap it to a negate attack emote. Maybe we should probably get something a bit more unique, but, you know, Ruin is kind of out of the meta now, and Spice is also kind of gone, so I've been waiting for this time. Yeah, well, welcome on in. And look, it's Dwan. Welcome on in, Dwan. How much do I pay you to end the stream right now? We don't do this for the money, we do this for the fun. We cannot be bought. I mean, let's be honest, everyone has a price, right? But, like, it would take a lot, let's put it that way. But I think we are just going to go straight in. There we go. If it will pick us up. Because we just want to jump in and just play some Fluffals, right? Now, obviously, at the moment, we're playing the Unchained engine. 50 euros? 50 euros is such a small amount of money. I'm sorry, that would not that would not make me turn the stream off. I think the bare minimum I would even consider would be like 500. Like literally 500 euros, I would think about it. Alright, this is probably going to be Tachyon. Tachyon is a bit of a weird one. I think in general, we don't usually win this matchup. I can go 1, 2, get that. The problem is for turn 1, we really want to set up a thingy play, which we can't do with this hand. So we're just going to do what we can. Because we could just, like... Nah, no matter how you look at it, it's just... That's really poor. I think we have to go bear first. So Bear will go ahead and grab the Vendor. Now the question is, are we going to fire off Vendor, discard Chain? Probably, because Chain isn't going to do anything for us anyway, although Chain is just a normal. And just having it as a normal is not the end of the world. Do we risk it? Do we risk it? I think either way we Abomination's Prison here. And we always grab the Aruha. We're always going to pop this, but the question is, are we going to use this to discard first, or do we just want to have 2 monsters on field? The second monster on the field doesn't necessarily do anything, but it might. Oh no, because we're going to use the normal summon off this anyway, so yeah, there's no reason to keep Chain. That's just me being stupid. I mean, it could just summon itself, so there's no reason to do that right now. We'll go Chain Effect. And then, I guess, we're just going to grab Patchwork here. Patchwork gets us to Scythe, which is obviously the most important part of what we're actually trying to do here. We are going to have to warm up, by the way. Like, we're not just going to immediately jump in and know exactly what we're doing. It's going to take a few games for us to get back into the swing of things. So we'll pop Vendor. Put this out in defense. This will then let me get access to Dog. Well then, normal Dog. Dog effect, and that's probably just going to take Penguin. I don't think we need anything else right now. Then I mean, there was arguably a slightly better play, but I don't think it would have been worth it here. I think this is it. I think that's it for the turn. If we had summoned the sheep before we'd done a Ruha, then we could have put dog back in our hand and got an extra body on, because we could have revived the chain. Chain's effect then could have been activated during his turn, so that would have been the better play to make, but that's good enough. I think that's good enough. Alright, wait, you dual play. To be fair, there are like 100 people called Playmaker that play this game, so do not just assume that is someone important. My man Batter robbed me to the end 2-hour stream. I mean, quite possibly. Yeah, that's fine, just pop off. I found you recently on YouTube. Love the Rush content. What are your thoughts on Spellcaster/SAR in the current meta? I think SAR is like, it's a decent deck. It's not like a top tier deck, but it can... So Rush is a very strange format where if you get lucky enough and your opponent gets unlucky enough, any deck can really take on any deck. It comes down to higher tier decks or decks that are going to win more often. So I think SAR, although it's like a solid kind of tier 3-ish deck, I think is still fine. Right, it can still win. It did recently win a tournament, so you know that is something. Someone loves Spellcaster here. Wow, they can hit hard, are consistent. They just lack support and a good defense. Yes, that is correct. I'm glad they didn't have Veiler. I mean, if anyone has Veiler, we're always a little bit sad. We could generally play okay around it because, like, even if they Veiler dog, it doesn't really matter. All right, Tachyon Dragon comes down, so that's fine. We don't care about Tachyon Dragon. Tachyon Dragon Domination! Takes the rank up magic. Okay. So Tomato, how is the Sacred Beast cards? Have you tried it? No, we have not tried anything other than Fluffal since the new box came out. And I don't really think there's a good way to mix Fluffal and Sacred Beast together. I think we have to pop the Tachyon, right? I don't think we get the luxury of choosing. Number of dragons from your hand faces the graveyard. A dragon wants from your hand. Level. Okay. So he's going to use the Barrion Force. So even if we interrupt it here, it doesn't matter because we will have to wait until his effect resolves before we get to pop something. So we have to just let this go through. Now I just hope this guy's effect isn't super annoying. Negate the effects of all other face-up cards currently on the field, or Spirit can activate cards' effects on the field. See, now that is a little bit annoying, because that means that's going to stop me from... It will stop the pop. You can attach... You tribute 2 monsters. This card can make up to 3 attacks during each battle phase. That's fine as well. Right, we have to do this. We have to do this. We have to do this, and we have to do... Wait, do we actually just get rid of this? Just to save our life points a little bit? Probably. We'll slap this out in defense. Currently on the field. Okay. So all things considered, this is going alright. Hey, thank you for the follow, Jaden Yugi. So we could use the effect to send. Yeah, I guess we use Scythe here. We can make 3 attacks on monsters. So now we can go Aruha. Aruha summons Unchained Soul. Huh. Why didn't Unchained Soul's effect go off? I thought it was only monsters currently on the field. All other face-up cards currently on the field. Also, your opponent can't affect cards or effects on the field. Ah, okay, that's why. Okay, that's... I mean, it's a little bit annoying, but, like, we're still kind of fine. Are we fine? Summon, put that back in hand, grab that back, use fusion, get that. Start trying to pop. Aruha doesn't do a ton for me right now. So I think we start with Penguin. Let's see what he does to this. Behold my Penguin. Can I ask you a question? I will answer all questions after this duel, so feel free to ask, but I'm usually at the whim of the timer. What's going on? Are we doing anything to my penguin? Or is my penguin fine? He's thinking about the penguin. He's like, are we doing anything to the penguin? Alright, let's special summon sheep. Let's see if he does anything to this. Behold the sheep. Needle ceiling. Okay. I think we have to summon this in defense. Because, like, we could get in for, like, a little bit of damage, but I don't think it actually helps us overall. Because, like, he should quite easily be able to summon, like, a 4K guy without much effort. Alright, what have we got, so? Tomato is mainly a rush player. That is absolutely correct. I'm excited for more of your decks, but now I'm gonna wait. I doubt he's gonna play any more of the new speed decks in all honesty. I mean, we might try some other, like, Fluffal stuff, but, like, we're basically a Fluffal one trick. I love his rush duels, plays it, always makes me inspired to create one deck. Right now, I just have to make an elemental hero balanced deck, and right now the stream is so fun to watch. Well, that is the goal, so at least we're doing that correctly. Unless I can threaten lethal, I really don't want to get, like, too aggro. So I think we could just set this and then pass. But I think I'm fine with that. We just need a Fluffal. If we draw a Fluffal, we're good to go. Congrats, Tomato. Hey. Can I ask you a question? Thoughts on Quarter Century Bonanza, aka Rarity 3? I am so indifferent towards it that I do not really have a particular opinion, I guess. That's a cool name. How do I get Rainbow Neos in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? I'm not the one to ask. I would go into Duel Links, type it in the deck editor, and then click how to obtain. Rainbow Neos is gonna be skill. It's OP. It's not in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, but it's probably skill. How do I get the skill? I don't know how we can get the skill yet. Even Tomato, they haven't released the skill of Rainbow Neos. Okay, I mean, more elemental hero user like you, bro. I mean, who doesn't love elemental heroes? Thanks for the help. One day, I would absolutely love that. It's my favorite card. Rainbow Neos is a card that I've never really been, like, super infatuated with. Like, I don't hate the card, obviously. It's just, of all the elemental hero cards, I guess I've never been a big Neos fan, is my main thing. Okay, so Cypher is going to pop a card. Oh, we can take control of a card. That's just lethal, isn't it? As long as it can attack. Oh, no, it can't attack directly. In which case, no, we're fine. So is he going to overlay into Blade? Because Blade's a bit awkward for him, right? Because he doesn't really want to trigger a Ruha. Man, if we didn't misplay, if we didn't misread his card, and we just got the Unchained Soul going, that would have been so good. Like, we would have just won the game on the spot, but... The funny thing is, his Needle Ceiling, in a way, I think it hurt him more than it hurt us. Right, yeah, Blade comes down. Hello, Tomato. How's the animatronics treating you today? Oh, the animatronics, you know, Freddy, he's doing okay. Don't do much with Freddy at this point, though. It will be busted in Duel Links. Alright, so we'll get Chains effect. The issue is, can't he now overlay over Blade to get the other one? Then he'll pop this. We'll have to summon out a guy in defense just to tank the hit. Oh, no. Okay, so he's not doing that. So where you get the idea for Unchained Fluffals? I mean, the modern version of Fluffals plays a very, very tiny Unchained engine, but it plays Unchained cards that we don't have. Like, you play the Unchained Link. Hey! One game, one win! We take those. So, like, that's where, like, I guess the first wave of inspiration, but, like, when you read the cards, like, they do make sense, right? You want your Fluffal cards to pop each other. That's kind of their whole deal. And the Unchained cards could also pop. So the primary concern we always have with Fluffals is Fluffals turn 1 sucks, right? Most people's turn 1 is going to be try and summon a Dweller, and then basically try and find Scythe, and then have a Cruel Well during your opponent's turn. Now, against some decks, that'll be enough. Against a lot of decks, that won't. So our goal with this is by playing the Unchained core, we can either set up an Unchained Soul of Rage, which is really, you know, it's not really good, but it's like, it's decent, right? It's better than nothing. If the stars align, we can go Dweller and Rage and have Scythe. Now, again, the stars really have to align for that. But if we only go Aruha, we can still use Scythe during our opponent's turn, and then we can pop our Aruha, which gives us an Unchained Soul during our opponent's turn. So effectively, we'll get to Cruel Well and Unchained Soul during our opponent's turn and get to pop 2 cards, which is just really good, in my opinion. We'll see how it actually ends up working. By the way, on a 39 streak with the new Performage, jeez, I see. I mean, I would expect no less, right? That's like your deck. That's, you know, you and Sean do be the KoG farmers. Hey, Tomato Jaden, want to join the Discord? I mean, you can always... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Jaden knows. You can always access the Discord with !Discord. Ooh. I mean, this hand is good. It's not like the best hand in the world, but it's like, it's good. This Poly is the only bad card in this hand. So we're gonna go Dog. Oh, has he got Veiler? I mean, Veiler here, like, it's not great, but it's also not the end of the world. So now we will... If I pop Prison, I mean, I have to pop Prison. So we'll set this. We'll activate Aruha, target Prison, summon Aruha in defense. We'll use Prison effect. Then I guess we're going Unchained Soul, right? Although we don't really want to unless it's going to get destroyed. So I'm actually tempted just to take Disaster. Let's go Disaster. Then we're just going to go into Rage. Behold, my Unchained Soul of Rage. Then we'll just pass. We ain't got nothing else. I'm struggling with the pure Fluffals in Legend Climb. Fluffals, like, turn 2 is still really good. But it's... Oh, heck, is that Hamon? The question is, if he flips it up, do we just straight up? Because this is a really awkward matchup for us, because if he gets that field spell down, it does make things very difficult. Yeah, unfortunately we have to target with our Soul of Rage. So the second he drops a field spell, we're in Struggle Street. Do we do this now, is the question. Alright, we're going to do it now. I don't know if this is correct. It's probably not. But if that field spell comes down, I'm in, like, the worst possible position anyway. There is a slight chance this just stops him from playing the game. Okay, it did not stop him playing the game. One back row. And use that to grab the asshole card. Okay, well now we know. The problem is we're never in a good position to know exactly whether or not we can afford that or not. Our follow-up here is going to be very bad, no matter what. Toy vendor. That's not good. God, we have so little to work with here. Even if we get toy vendor effect off, it needs to hit like exactly dog to be worth it. Mind you, we're not going to use the poly anyway, so it's like, why not, right? He has something chainable. That's a little bit scary. Ironically, this is the deck that we lost to, and we lost our streak against last time. You enjoy facing non-stop for Sacred Beast? I think we need to play against it a little bit more, so we can actually work out how to interrupt it. That is very good. Dog or vendor was always the correct hits there. Doing that's pointless, so I think we have to just go dog here. Normal dog. If he has another Veiler, if he just drew a second Veiler off of the Fallen Paradise, I'm going to be so sad. If it's the back row, it's fine. But if it's the Veiler from the draw, that's what sucks. So he's got. Okay, so nothing. Bear is dead. Sabres doesn't accomplish anything. That doesn't do anything. So it's got to be sheep. Right? What's even in our graveyard? Oh god, sheep doesn't actually accomplish much on its own either. I think it still has to be sheep though. Because that gets us potentially another draw. So we'll special sheep out in defense. There's not really a ton we could do right now. Wait, why can't we use sheep effect? Is this stopping our monsters effects? Oh, yeah, we just don't have one. Right. That's why, because we... Oh, does that mean we're just dead on board? Yeah, we have misplayed this horrendously. Alright, let's go next. And you had Crackdown as well. I have funny replay to show you, unless you saw it during my stream. Oh, we'll watch a replay, shall we? We're happy to watch a replay. I wish this surrender bug would stop being a thing, though. Like, the surrender bug really sucks. Alright, while we wait for this to finish this, I am going to, very, very briefly, be right back. And there we go. So now we just need to get rid of the be right back. Wah, if we can click the button. And then we'll go watch a Shui play. Although, this is a different account, so we will have to add Shui. That is the only other problem. So I'll chuck that into chat. And then I'll let Shui add me. We'll play one game while Shui adds, and then we'll watch the replay. Ugh. Is that a bug? I always thought it was my internet problem. So it's a bug since the latest patch, right? So since the latest box came out, whenever someone surrenders on either side, it can do that and just cause you to wait for ages until it just says that it's disconnected. I'm trying to think if we could have won that game if we played it a little bit differently. I think if we had held off on the rage, maybe we could have won that. Wow, this hand is pretty good, isn't it? It's got mountain on the field, though, so I don't know how much it's going to matter. Grab both of these. We'll then drop the dog. Dog effect. Do we just take this? Probably. We'll take the bear. We'll go ahead and activate Bear. Grab this out. We can then flip over the toy vendor. Now the question is, do we actually want to use the toy vendor? We don't have to. We really do not have to. Putting an extra card in the graveyard doesn't also, like, do a ton for us right now. I'm almost tempted to just go straight in with the Aruha. Because we'll have that set up and we'll have that set up, which I think is probably better. So we'll use Aruha here. We're going to pop the vendor. We'll summon out in defense mode. We'll go vendor to grab the penguin. And then we'll pass. So he's gone. The most annoying bug in Duel Links is error like last time with Tomato. Yeah, it's very irritating. So we've used the Allure. So this is Blackwing, right? Because they're playing Blackwind to the top. Which is very funny, because they basically get to start with Mountain in play, which is like one of the OG Duel Links skills. I don't understand the synergy with Unchained. I mean, I just popped Toy Vendor, got a search, and summoned out an Aruha that I can pop during my opponent's turn, and then pop his stuff. Ooh, do we go for this now? Just to stop this bullshit? Because he's going to +2. I really don't know if we're going to get more value off this. Right, let's go for it. Let's go for it. We're going to chain now, because I really do not want him having both of those. He'll just gain, like, so much advantage. So we're going to summon this out. We'll grab out Cruelwell. We'll go Cruelwell Chainlink 1, and then we'll chain block with Penguin. Don't need to use that. Penguin draws 2, then we will send Chain to Grave, and then we're going to target our Aruha to destroy, and we're going to target this Black Whirlwind. Then we're going to use Aruha Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Edge Imp Chain. Chain is just going to go ahead and grab Patchwork. And then Aruha is going to grab Abominable Unchained Soul. We're then going to use Abominable Unchained Soul's effect. We're going to discard probably Sabers here. Don't need to use that. And then we're going to get rid of this. Just pop the normal. The problem is that even if we do that, he still gets to trigger both Black Whirlwinds, and the Blackwings can just special summon themselves out the arse, right? Like, I know a lot of the older Blackwings. I don't really know most of the newer Blackwings, so it's hard to, like, know exactly how to play around them. Like, I've played a lot of Edison, and we should always want to be popping the Black Whirlwind in Edison. But, like, depending on how it goes, like, for example, you can't special Gale unless you already have a Blackwing on the field, right? So, if they're all like that, then obviously it would make sense to always just go for the normal. But I don't know if they're all like that. That's always going to be my my biggest issue playing Speed, is I just don't play against enough of the decks to know where their chokes are. You wanted us to watch Hisoka. This one. Alright. Let's check it out. Hisoka versus Shui. Mizar versus Taya Gardner. Okay. What has Shui been cooking is the question. Tuning in the Sky. Okay, versus Tachyon. So, Tuning in the Sky activates. We send our agent Venus, and then Venus gets to basically do full combo here on its own, because agents. So, is this post-nerf? What is this? That is my friend code, so people can add me and I can watch their replays. So, we'll go for that. So, we've brought back, what's this one called again? This is, yeah, the other Venus. Okay, so we're banishing Neptune effect. We grab Sanctuary in the Sky. We're going to make Hyperion. Pretty standard. Activate Sanctuary in the Sky. We're going to go into Void Ogre. Do people usually make Void Ogre in this deck? Chorus in the Sky. Every monster in your graveyard out to your hand, then Sanctuary Sky is on the field. You can add one of your banished Sanctuary Sky cards, banish card that mentions it. And then we're going to use those two to make Pluto. So we got Void Ogre, which is just a really good negate. We've got Hyperion, which is Hyperion. And then we have Pluto, which is another form of interaction. So this is a really, really strong turn one. Like, this is a really, really... Like, compare this to what we're doing in our Fluffal deck, right? This is, like, such a good turn one. Okay, Tachyon Dragon comes down. Gets the Transmigration. So doesn't want... Okay, so we go for the Full Armor. We get a pop on that, and we get to clear that. I suppose that's one of the other problems, is, like, Void Ogre is really good into Spell Trap decks, but if it's not really a deck that plays a lot of Spell Traps, it doesn't matter too much. Wait a minute. Is this guy... Any battle damage you take involving your fairy monsters is also inflicted to your opponent. That is so funny. That is so funny. So you just, like, reverse damage killed him. Agents is, like... It's one of those decks where, even in its nerfed form, seems to be able to do so much with so little, right? Like... I feel like you did most of that turn one off of one card. Asugun. You bell. Okay. Well, run a rank up match. Let's see if that does anything. It's Sacred Beast Beckoning again. We are going first again. How do we want to do this? So we always summon Dog. Is he going to Veiler us again? Dog effect. He's got the Veiler again! What a jerk. Fortunately, this doesn't actually stop us. It's just like, please, could you just not keep opening Veiler every game? Has he got something else he can do? Does this guy actually have, like, double Veiler in hand? That wasn't even with a normal, what's crazy? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What are we waiting for here? Like, is this a bug? Or is he actually sat there debating whether or not to use the second Veiler? Oh no, we were just targeting what monster to use. Okay. Alright, we'll drop Vendor. Activate Vendor. Send Wings. Does summoning this do anything for me, realistically? Because we're going to send that to Graveyard anyway. I guess it kind of does. Alright, we will summon this out. We'll go Aruha, popping the attack mode. Summon it out in defense. Now we can use Wings. Banish Dog. Use the effect of Vendor. This is still a little bit awkward though. I could use that to put Dog back in hand. Unfortunately, we don't have access to Chain. We don't have Chain or Scythe, which really sucks here. So I think with that in mind, we take Sheep. We'll go ahead and activate Bear. We'll flip this over. Maybe we should have taken Penguin then, actually, if we knew we were doing this play anyway. Unfortunately, that doesn't count as being destroyed. So all we can do is bring that back. So that's it. That's all we got. Not the greatest turn one. We didn't have a way to pop our Aruha, so we couldn't make Rage. We couldn't get a second level 4 on the field if we still wanted to use our Wings play. So we couldn't make Dweller. And we didn't find Chain or Scythe, so we don't have that interaction. We basically have, like, Aruha float into pop, and that's it. I've just played versus someone who played the Sacred Beast skill, so I started doing my plays, and then they activated Edgem Scythe. What a Chad. Ah, just has the Fallen Paradise in hand. I think that's the worst part about this, is it just gives you, like, a free 2 cards. Like, it's so cringe that you get to just do all of this, and then it's like, oh, you could also just have Pot of Greed as well as targeting protection. Which is best, Sacred Beast or Fluffal? Sacred Beast, as far as I understand it, is really, really strong. It's like one of the best decks in the game right now. Like, it's not like necessarily like tier 1, but it's like very, very strong. And requires 1 brain cell to play. So, as far as I'm aware, this is like the Unga Bunga, like really good deck without needing much skill or effort. Okay, so we can use, what's this one? Is that it? Is that all we're doing? Alright, yeah, we use Beast. Beast grabs a 2nd copy of Fallen Paradise. Gonna attack. Why would you attack that? Okay, we'll go a Ruha. I guess, do we just make Disaster? Alright, let's make Disaster and see what happens. Alright, there's Patchwork. So, I can use this to target. Well, I can't target it, right? Because of this. Cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Your opponent cannot target them. Then why can I activate the effect? What effect is it trying to let me activate? Let's just click the button and see what it does. Because this shouldn't work. But then why would it let me target? I'm not sure why that worked. It says target. Like, I understand. Oh, different name? Yeah, but that... Oh, yes. Yes, because it's not the original guys. You are a 5-head Vakarian. Welcome on in, by the way. We grab this. I think we grab Chain here. Depends if we're going to be able to try and kill. Killing might be a little bit excessive. I think we will go for this. Then we're going to Special Sheep. Activate Sheep. Log back to hand. We'll bring back Sabers here. Welcome back, Sabers. Then, I think I kind of just want to drop the Poly now. And try and pop some of this stuff. Ah, it's so awkward. Because depending on what his back row is... Right, let's try and force it out. We're going to activate the Poly. We're just going to go straight for the Tiger. We're going to use this, and we're going to use this. Let's see what he's got. We'll use his effect. So this should force something out of him. Because even if he has Crackdown, it doesn't matter. Okay, Econ is like one of the only cards that actually does do something here. Okay, we pop the other one. So now we just normal summon. He had Ballista Squad as his other card. So we'll use this. We will just grab out Penguin. We'll go ahead and activate Vendor. We'll send Chain. And we'll summon Penguin. Use Chain effect. We'll grab Frightful Fusion. Go ahead and overlay these two, because why not, just in case. And then, just in case he has something to stop us, we will go ahead and make this, using this and this. Because now this plays around Kyroid. To battle! Yeah! And again. Okay. There we go. We managed to defeat the sacred beasts. Now, to be fair, I think... I don't know. I'm pretty sure, right? You're not supposed to summon the hand trap Raviel. I'm pretty sure he misplayed. I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure you keep that one in your hand or in the graveyard. I'm pretty sure you don't actually summon that one. Alright, let's go again. This deck is just so much fun. I think that's the big takeaway for me, is I just love playing this deck. Like, even if it's not very good, even if it ends up being, like, dog shit tier, like, it's still so much fun to play. Borrowload Link. Okay. All the good decks coming out to play today. The problem here is if he does summon out the... Okay. Lancia doesn't actually affect me too much here. I could just set this pass, or we could activate this, try and dig. The problem is we've opened double poly, which like sucks so bad for us. I think we have to go poly. Unfortunately, our hand is like the worst possible hand we could have. So do this. We'll do this. I don't even really want... I think we add Patchwork so we can discard it off the Penguin, to be honest. Then I'm going to normal Dog. Dog effect. I really want Scythe, but we just have no way to get to it. So I can just take Bear. Activate Bear. Grab out Vendor. I could flip over Vendor. I don't think it's worth activating Vendor's effect here. But what I can do is go Aruha target Vendor. Bring it out in defense mode. Vendor effect will get me... I mean, what do we even want here? We could just make, like, a big annoying guy and hope that's enough. Let's do this. We'll activate Poly. We'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll summon in attack mode. Welcome, Sabertooth. Sabertooth effect. We'll bring this out. I guess defense mode's fine. And then we'll pass. Alright. It's not the best board in the world, but it is a board. What Fluffal needs to be meta? So Fluffals have always been a rogue deck. Like, they've never really been like a super powerful deck, like in any format. Realistically, our turn 1s always look a bit jank. And we need better generic cards to be able to make our turn 1 better. I think the #1 card I would really like to see at the moment is Cross Sheep, just because that just lets you make... It's not even like better boards, it's just it lets you get to better boards slightly easier. But we're still missing a lot of the like generic cards that you would use to interrupt your opponent. So things like Appaloosa. But like, does anyone really want Appaloosa in Duel Links? Like, I don't really think people actually want that. Okay, we've got Heavy Interlock. Activates Heavy Interlock. Cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster special summon from the extra deck, and it's unaffected by the activated effects of any monster special summoned from the extra deck. Okay. And then this guy is... When your opponent special summons a monster, quick effect, you can negate the special summon if you do. Destroy that monster, then destroy 1 card or 1 rocket monster you control. So that's annoying, because that means he's just going to mess with everything we try and do. And he's got the Levianeer, which, I mean, we knew he had it, but still... That's... Okay. You cannot pop my Sabertooth, my friend. Someone did not read. Hey, it's Max. We do not need generic negates. We need cross sheep, and I'm really bored of Duel Links, so taking a break from it. I mean, that is fair enough. Obviously, for me, Duel Links has just gotten exciting because we've just gotten my Fluffal cards. I do think, though, that some of the decks are going to start getting kind of old kind of quick. Like, I mean, Borrow, I guess, is one that's starting to get a bit old. Borrow Dragon! Okay, so now you can take my guy. That doesn't really fill me with glee. This slow as attack, right? Attack and defense. Oh, no. Honestly, I can relate. Meanwhile, for me, it's just Yuri. I think I'm kind of boned here. Because I can summon out a 3k defender, and then he's just going to hit over it. Summoning this out and attack doesn't do anything for me, so I think I just have to summon this, and then he's just going to kill me. Because he can use this effect to reduce its defense by 500, attack over it with this one. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do about it. But like leaving this in the deck doesn't do anything for me, and a single draw isn't going to get me out of this. Welcome back to the field! Maybe I should have done the other one then. Yeah, I think that was just a misplay. I feel like there's just no good way to play this, because now he's just going to take this. So I think we're just dead. So I think we just give up. It's one of those weird ones where, like, he had such weird specific cards, right? I'm sat there like, alright, you can't destroy me with card effects or battle. He's like, well, I'm just going to take it then. And it's like, oh, I have no way to interact with that. He's like, I know. I mean, to be fair as well, our opening hand there was really dog shit, so the fact we got that far with it was pretty good. I don't know, like, it's really unfortunate waiting for so long for a character you want. I mean, it has to be like that though, right? That's how they keep people invested in coming back, is by not giving you everything at once. If you had everything at once, you would blitz through everything and then get bored of the game. It's unfortunate, but it's just how it goes. Oh, my Akashi. Ugh. Really not a fan of the Mayakashi deck. I mean, it's better than playing against Shiranui, I suppose. People keep thinking Yuri is coming next year, but for me, he definitely has to be coming this year. I mean, I hope he is, but it's not exciting when you get what you want right away. Yeah, it's the carrot on the stick, right? You need the carrot. Because don't get me wrong, it is cool to get what you want, but the problem is you will exhaust all of that content very quickly and then be done. It's like when you play a single-player video game. Like, you'll play it, you'll enjoy it, you'll finish it, you'll put it down, right? And you'll have enjoyed that experience of playing it, but then it's like, how often are you coming back to it? Now, you could make the argument it's like a games as a service type thing, like a League of Legends or a Counter-Strike. Like, Counter-Strike's probably a good example, because that game doesn't get changed too much. Whereas League of Legends gets, like, constant updates. But the game has to be really fun, and generally is a multiplayer game to keep you coming back like that. Like, other than that, it's literally, like, every other game I can think of has, like, frequent updates. Be ready for 10,000 times summoning. Yeah, I don't even know if we're going to be able to beat this board once it's made, to be honest. Ironically, if we had the other skill, the Fluffal skill, I think we could just defeat this deck very, very easily. Oh, heck, it's Zombie World. And go into Yukiona. We should probably check out his graveyard quick, just make sure we actually know what's going on here. So he hasn't got any, like, the big ones in the graveyard yet. Still just going in with these. Hand or graveyard, you can special summon one card. You can special summon this card, then summon 3 back to the graveyard. One more cast, special summon this card from your hand. Okay, now we're dumping these ones. These are the important ones. Destroy battle or card effect. While this card's in the graveyard, you can banish one of the zombie monster from your graveyard. The sad thing is we were in if we had our Unchained play, we could, like, pop off here. Because we can just, like, take his guy, right? But because we don't, I don't think there's much we can realistically accomplish here. Maybe we could just start, like, randomly, like, sending stuff and popping stuff. Because the effects are... No, I guess we'll take this for now. Because it's this one, right? If a link monster is destroyed by card effect... It's only if it's destroyed. So if we just don't destroy it, are we okay? We'll summon dog. Activate dog. I mean, I guess we take wings here, right? Activate bear. Grab out the vendor. Flip over the vendor. Hello, Khalil. We will, again, we'll re-chat more when we're not during our turn. That's kind of a gross mill. I suppose it's not the end of the world. Now he's going to crow, so now he's just going to hit that, which is kind of fine. Like, it's not the end of the world. So now we will simply activate Polly. And we're going to go ahead and make Kraken. And we're going to send Chain. And then we're going to send probably Bear from hand. Come on out, Kraken. We can activate Chain. Chain gets us Frightful Fusion. Thank you for the follow, Sindark Angel. Now I'm going to activate Kraken, and we're going to see if this triggers his stuff. Okay. Well, so far so good. We didn't expect to get this far. What can I make? I can make this, but then I might as well link off first, because the body's going to be gone anyway. So I guess we'll do this. Into Phoenix. We use Phoenix effects. Send this. Pop this. What has he still got? I don't know what his effects in the graveyard are. I just don't know what his cards do. I don't want to read them. There's a lot of them in there. We could just make Cruel. It's not a bad shout. Well, I was planning to make that. Now, let's make Sabertooth. We'll do a 3-mat Sabertooth. That's the plan here. Because we have, like, lots of ways to protect it as well. I have no idea what his delay is, but I don't want to read his graveyard. Link 3 can banish itself from the graveyard to summon any of the synchros. Ah, that sucks. I can't do anything about that. To battle! I didn't want to read them, because there's so much text and so many cards. So there's just no way to play around it then. There's literally no way to play around it. All he needs to do is get this in his graveyard and he's good to go. He doesn't have to care about anything. Now you know reading is sometimes important. Attack it anyway. Yeah. Last turn. You can dweller them to force it. Could I have dwellered with this hand? So the only way I dweller here is if I can resolve wings. That's the only way I get to dweller. Because otherwise, because I need to find, either I need to get lucky with the mill from Toy Vendor, or I need to open Penguin. Well, now he has to find a way to out this, I guess. Which I assume isn't going to be too difficult for him. I'm sometimes really tired of focusing on modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, don't just negate. Did he draw that for turn? Did he honestly draw the perfect out for my guy for turn? Bruh, come on. Like, he might have actually really struggled. But instead, he just drew for turn the exact card he needed. That makes me sad. Like, I assume he just has, like, a banish one card or something, right? Behold, Scythe. Suck it, nerd. Now he's going to bring out another thing that's really big. Right, you can't just keep bringing... Why do these cards not banish after they've been sent to the... After they've been summoned one time? It should have, like, after this card is summoned, the next time it's sent to the graveyard, it's banished instead. Not just let you infinitely recur them. Ah, bro. Link 3 negates on summon. Oh, does it just negate any monster? Jeez, what? Mayakashi. Like, it's not even that unlike Mayakashi is a really strong deck. It's just, it's really annoying. Like, it's just like... It's like, stop. Play something fun. Alright, let's see what our next opponent's got for us. The problem I have as well is the Mayakashi skill is one of those skills that does absolutely everything. And I hate skills like that. Like, I actually despise it when the skill is the deck. Instead of, like, the skill helps the deck do what the deck wants to do. That's what it should be. This is a little bit awkward. I guess we're still kind of fine. We drop Vendor. Activate Vendor. Send this. That's fine. We'll activate Prison. Prison's going to grab a Ruha. Activate a Ruha. Destroy the Vendor. Summon a Ruha in defense. Vendor effect gets us Dog. Normal Dog. Dog effect. Probably the Penguin. Yeah, we'll just say Penguin here. Actually, Penguin was probably not the pick, because we're probably going to have to discard it. So I guess it's fine. Although we don't have to discard Penguin, because Penguin's effect will resolve before thingy. So, hey, it's a different zombie deck. Hey dude, why do you want Yuri so bad? Yuri's cool. New skills are just going to get more busted as we wait for future decks to be more toxic than the ones we faced so far. I think the problem is they want older decks to keep up with newer decks. So they give the older decks really, really busted skills that do a crazy amount of stuff. But, like, my issue has always been when they give a newer deck a crazy busted skill. Like, no. Do we just let this go through? No, we can't, right? I think we always Scythe here. We'll drop this in attack. So this guy is Destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. This card's banished from the hand of the graveyard, express summon this card in defense position, reduce its level by 1. So that's fine. So we'll do chain 1, chain 2. So I think we always send this to grave. Then I'm going to destroy this, and I'm going to destroy probably just one of his back row. Although I do get to keep the monster if I do it the other way. Now I'll kill a back row. So now we'll go chain 1, chain 2. Then I will add Patchwork is almost certainly the pick here. Unless we've got 2 polys in grave ready, which we don't. So we'll take Patchwork. Then I'm going to summon out Unchained Soul. We're going to use Unchained Soul's effect. We're going to discard Prison, and we're going to pop the other back row. So I just don't want this guy having back row, you know. Just don't want that. Don't want to deal with that shit. So now he's going to ram into Dog, and then he's going to summon his guy. He's just going to leave it there. Okay. I did not need a second Patchwork. It's going to use Baladrock, which is fine. So this is... He gets to pop... He gets to negate once, right? Negate the effect of banish one monster in the field or graveyard. Once per turn, when a zombie-type monster activates its effect. Okay. So... If I go Patchwork first... We'll grab Poly, and we'll grab... We just grab Sabers. Like, Sabers is really good. I think we do just grab Sabers. So now, if we do just go to combat, this thing's going to be a pain in the bum. So it'll come out as a 2300 defender. So I could attack over, he'll bring that out, attack over. But then it just happens again next turn, right? So I need to force this out. And I suppose the best way... What is the best way to force it out? Could just link those off, go for a discard, destroy that. He'll have to negate it. Then we drop Poly, but then I've already lost that. So I'd have to use these. Oh, that feels gross. I think I have to do this, which just, it feels wrong. And this is probably a big mistake, but I'm running out of time, so I can't afford to sit here and think forever. Then we activate Poly. Go ahead and make this, using this and this. Summon this out. Tiger effect. Pop this. And this. This will trigger his guy in the graveyard. Wait, what are you doing now? Use one of each so you can... Oh, don't tell me. Yeah, one of... Oh, yeah, one of each this turn. Okay, that sucks. So yeah, we're just boned no matter what. Ah, that's just not understanding the deck, that is. Okay, so in future, we have to pop the field spell. That's what we learnt there. If we don't pop the field spell, it is a really, really silly deck that we have to worry about. If we get rid of the field spell, I'm pretty sure that deck actually does nothing. So, that's all we have to do next. But it's okay. We can do this. We can do this. Hey, tomorrow I got news that Yu-Gi-Oh! And Go Rush will have 150 episodes this year. Yeah? That's interesting. Complete Dimension Dragon, Starving Venom. Some decks aren't toxic, like Unchained is fine. I think the thing with Unchained is the skill is the most nothing skill of all time. Therefore, it feels fine. Right? When a skill seems to do all of these crazy, stupid things, like filling your graveyard with crap, or, you know, letting you go +6 or something silly, that's when the skills are like, what are you doing, Konami? Why have we created this ridiculously busted thing? Okay, Watcher of the Evil Eye. Add an Evil Eye card from your deck to your hand, except Serziel. All I know about Evil Eye is they just want to get that, like, equip spell on the field. If it's equipped with Celine, you have a quick effect pop on a special summoned monster. This card becomes it while it's in spell and trap zone. You can banish this card from your graveyard, discard an Evil Eye card, add an Evil Eye spell trap from your deck to your hand. If you control an Evil Eye monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can send an Evil Eye spell trap from your deck to the graveyard, because we've already done that. So we've got the regular Celine down. Cannot be destroyed by battle opponent's card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Each time you activate the equipped monster's effect or activate another monster's Evil Eye spell trap with effect, gains 500 attack, and if it does, you lose 500 life points. Cards in your graveyard pay 1,000 life points banish. Okay. So we just pop this twice. He is going to... Goes into Fortune Tune. The target a special summon monster, destroy it. So we've got this set now. During your standby phase, give 500 life points. Cannot be targeted by card effects. This physical card would be destroyed. You can attach this from this card instead. This card is sent for the field to the graveyard. So it's a big annoying thing then. So his deck is just to be as annoying as possible. That's what he's doing right now. Alright, we'll put Unchained Soul back. Draw that out. That's not terrible. We'll go Patchwork here. We'll grab Polly, and we'll grab Sabers. Or normal Dog. Dog effect. We will grab... I think it has to be... Bear. So we'll grab Bear. Activate Bear. Grab out the vendor. Flip over the vendor. Activate the vendor. Discard chain. Chain effect. What does this do actually? Okay, so it does nothing basically then. I'll add fusion here. Then we'll go Aruha, target vendor. Just slap this down in defense for now. Maybe we should have put that in attack mode. We'll see if it matters in a minute. So from here, I think we probably just want Penguin. Now we'll go ahead and activate Penguin. Or activate Polly even. Not activate Penguin, that doesn't make any sense. I think here we do just make Tiger. Because we can activate Tiger's effect either way and start popping stuff. So we'll go 1. We can then go 2 is probably good. And then... I don't think we need to worry about the field spell. I think we'll just do these two. Summon out Tiger. So we'll go Tiger. And we're going to target this. And we're going to target this. Then we're going to activate Penguin. And Chain Block. So he's probably going to activate Watcher's effect to try and pop Tiger. IDP. Okay, so we're going to hold on the Watcher's effect. It's a bit weird, but okay. Because you're going to lose your quick effect. Like, you're not going to stop this effect from happening. What discard? I guess we discard sheep. Don't think it's relevant anymore. What happened there? Why didn't this get destroyed? Did this protect it? Magic off the graveyard. No. What protected it? Why didn't it get destroyed? Because of the level 3 protected it? Oh, does this protect everything? If this face-up card be destroyed, you can touch one from this card when this card is sent through the graveyard target. Oh, that didn't protect it. I do not know why this didn't get popped. Which is causing me issues. Right, we'll go ahead and use sabers. Get rid of this. Level 3 Fiend in his grave? Oh, it went back into his deck. Right, okay. This one. So now we'll do this, using this, and it's probably got to be this. As awkward as it is, I don't really want to use him, but... Summon out Phoenix. Phoenix effect. Discard. Target again. Now he's going to use that to get rid of this. Now we can drop the Fright Fur. Unfortunately, we've used a lot of our good stuff already. But we can still make some guys. And unfortunately, I think we're going to have to use you. Summon out Kraken. Now we have to read this. You can make the battle damage you take this battle inflicted to your opponent. Should by card effect, you can target. Okay, so that's fine. We'll just take the damage. So we'll go to battle. Swing with this. Oh, I should have just sent it. I should have just sent it. Why didn't I just send it? Why didn't I just send it? Oh, because I can't target it, right? I can't target it. Cannot be targeted by card effects. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. This was the best I think we could come up with. Then we'll change it to defense mode. Okay. See, this is my issue with playing speed, is I don't know the decks. This is my concern, is I do not know the decks well enough to actually be able to play the game competently. I can play my deck relatively okay. But I don't know when to do what. I don't know what my opponents are like doing. Which does make things very awkward. Like, outside of that, everything's been going okay. Like, all of our losses today, I think except maybe one, were because we just didn't know what our opponent's cards did. And the thing is, with this, like, the small timer we have in Duel Links, we can't sit there and read through, like 10 cards that all have, like, 18 lines of text on them. We can't, like, here there weren't that many cards, and we still missed a couple, right? Just because, like, and we've only got, like, 40 seconds left on the timer. Okay, grabs Evil Eye Awakening. Special summon from hand or grave. It's okay, people learn from playing. I mean, yeah, that's the whole gist, right? Is we have to keep playing in order to, like, find this stuff out. Oh, don't tell me you just get it back. Oh, this... See, shit like this as well. This is cringe, bro. Stop. No, you're not allowed to pop my guy. The issue is I have no follow-up here. I had to spin everything I had to get to this position. I had to use, like, absolutely everything. God, he's just plussing and plussing and plussing and plussing. I've got nothing I can do from here. I'm pretty sure the game's over. I don't think I can actually win from here. Also don't know much about Evil Eyes. It's not too popular. I mean, that's the thing. I've played against Evil Eyes a ton with the Orcust version of this deck, and I just never lose to it. Like, it's like a free win. But now that I'm playing, you know, the problem with playing Fluffal Orcust is you always have Ding Gearsu to fall back on. You just always have Ding to deal with any problem. It's like, oh, I can't out this. Don't worry, Ding will deal with it, right? So when I do that, playing against this deck is free. Like, this deck is garbage in that situation. But I don't have that here, right? I don't just have an easy Ding I can go into to solve all my problems. I don't think there's a single card I can draw to get me out of this. I mean, unfortunately, I do not think Dog is enough. What? What does this do? It's never too much in your graveyard. Summon them into the deck. Okay. I'm not really sure why you needed to do that now. Summon Dog. I mean, neither of these cards unfortunately accomplish anything. But we will take Bear. Yeah, let's just go next. There's no reason to sit here and waste time. Oh, couldn't you make Wolf with 100 attack, push for lethal? The problem is we can't fit Wolf in this deck. Because we're playing the Unchained Engine, we had to make room for Rage, so we physically just cannot fit it in. That is the current issue we have. It's like if we were playing the regular Fluffal build with the regular Fluffal skill, we also could have just made Bear and just taken his stuff, and it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, this version specifically, we're not playing it. Yeah, Kraken is the only double attacker we're playing at the moment. Why aren't you using Sora with this skill? So, Sora with his skill is arguably better. So first off, we're just cooking, right? We're just seeing how this goes. We're not necessarily saying this is the best way to play this deck. What we are saying is we just want to try it out and see how it works. The other thing is that Fluffals, when they use the Sora skill, will still only have like a really bad turn 1 board. Like the best you end on is like Scythe in hand and like a Dweller. And that still just loses to like most things. Oh, that is like... that is the brick, isn't it? That is just the brick. Well, we go Vendor, activate, discard Patchwork, mill that. We can use this effect to get us to this. Then normal Penguin. This is the brick of all time. I guess we'll just go Fusion here, so we aren't just doing nothing. We'll summon out the Cruel Whale. Cruel Whale effect. Target Vendor, target his back row. Because we're against, like, a nothing turn, right? We're against a nothing deck. This is like a farm deck. But we're still, unfortunately, in a very bad position against it. So we'll just swing here. Fluffals can make Sabertooth and Sheep and Scythe in hand for Whale for turn 1. But that in itself is a really bad turn 1. Not to mention, if you're playing Sabertooth and Sheep, that means you've cut something somewhere, right? Like, you can't fit all of that into the extra. And all of the decks that have been performing well in tournaments, bearing in mind, there aren't really any Fluffal decks that are, like, you know, making top 4. But, for the most part, the best Fluffal decks are ending on Dweller, Scythe, Pass. Like, nobody's even playing Sheep. Like, I do like Sheep. I think Sheep is okay. We're running it in our generic Fluffal deck, like our vanilla Fluffals. But it's still not, like, super fantastic, right? Like, it can float, and that's kind of it. Behold, Mask of the Accursed. By the way, how is this person playing this deck made it to Plat, right? Now, I know Plat is not, like, a super high rank, but, like, this probably shouldn't be in Plat. Alright, let's see what our opponent has for us here. It's hard to break Sheep and Sabertooth. you say that, but I see that board get broken, like, constantly, right? There are so many tools now to do it. Like, in the Fluffal mirror, you can just take it with Bear. In anything running Ding, which is any Fleur deck, or just any deck that's playing, you know, Blue Eyes White Dragon even has access to it. You can just send it, and it's just gone. Unchained can just link it off. Like, there are so... Why do we keep drawing? We are just drawing, like, the worst possible cards here, aren't we? I mean, this is lethal, as long as it hasn't got, like, Kiteroid in hand, but still. This is, like, the weirdest draws of all time. We're so lucky we drew this badly against this deck. We'll go Poly. Let's go Tiger. Send this. We'll send this. Make Tiger. I bet he forgot to change deck. I mean, quite possibly, but... Still very strange. Doesn't even seem like a particularly... Like, why would you play Mask of the Accursed in your, like, farming deck? You know what, we'll try and play around Thingy as best we can. So we'll put this back into our deck. Summon this out. This turns Frightful Patchwork on. So we'll use this. Add this, add this. Then we'll, I guess, just drop the Poly. Make this, using this, and does not matter. We'll use this. Out you come, Sabertooth. Sabertooth effect. Bring back Cruel Whale. Go to battle. Swing. Boom. Okay, so we got there in the end, but it's like, is it like that game didn't really mean anything? Fortunately, that was like, I think that was our brickiest game today, and we fortunately did get to go against someone that was basically a free opponent. I think probably the best way to play Fluffals right now is probably the Fleur package, but the problem is we don't have 3 Sage, so we can't even like try it out. But like the Fleur package just gives you so much more going first. Man, I don't hate this. Blue Eyes and Fleur easily out the combo, and I kind of frustrated going first in Legend. Yeah. I can understand that. I say that as someone that isn't in Legend. I hope Konami drop a You Are Dream ticket soon. Yeah, that'd be cool. Alright, I think we Toy Vendor. That's what he does. Is he going to react? Nothing yet. I think we do activate Toy Vendor, because I don't really think a second Aruha does much for me here. But if we hit a Fluffal, we're in such a fantastic position. Or if we hit a Chain, that's also not bad. Okay, well, there's the Fluffal. So out you come, Mr. Fluffal. Man, if we had Chain, we'd be in a very, very good position. We're going to pop that and get another search. So, is Sheep worth taking now? I mean, potentially. The only issue is, Sheep is just an extra body on board. It doesn't actually accomplish anything. So I might just take Penguin. Mind you, we're going to get a double search anyway. We haven't used a Bear yet, so I think we actually take Bear here. So we're going to grab Bear. We'll go ahead and activate Bear. Get a second Vendor. Then we're going to activate a Ruha. Pop the Spent Vendor. I hope Konami drop the URG ticket soon. The Fleur skill is broken. Biggest reason I'm not playing this season. It's just nonsense. I think a lot of people don't, like, absolutely detest the Fleur skill. Because the Fleur skill is, like, it's good. And it's, like, it gives, like, a lot of rogue decks a lot more plays, which I think is one of the things people like about it. I'm playing Buster Blader Fleur. It's pretty funny, Buster locking people. It's probably pretty funny for you. I don't think your opponents are finding it particularly funny. Alright, we'll go ahead and use Toy Vendor. Send wings. Ah, that would have been such a good draw. Alright, we have 2 more in the deck. We'll just draw one now with wings. Target bear. Bean's griefing. Ah. That's like a really bad version of... I suppose it gets a card from your deck as well. Ah, that does really suck though. Huh. I mean, now what do I want to do? I mean, I'm kind of set up for next turn, I guess. Do I just pass on this? I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to attack him. I'm not even going to bother. Let's see what he does. So he gets his Scarm. Grabs Tour Guide. Let's see what he does. IDP? Bro had IDP. Alright, let's go next. Let's not even bother with this game. This is a waste of my time. See, if I went first there, that was a really, really strong going first hand. He needed exactly ways to mess with my graveyard, and he had exactly what he needed. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Hey, Manicust. Welcome, welcome. Sacred Beasts again. This is a really good going second hand. Not so much going first hand. Can we make it into a going first hand with this draw? No, we can't. That unfortunately does nothing. We will summon Dog though. Dog effect. Here, I think we just take Bear. Activate Bear. Has he got... So this is what? Skullmeister? Like, brother in Christ, could we stop? Alright, fight for Patchwork. Bet my opponents break their phones when I bust lock them. I've made 10 people DC. That's not too surprising. So here we just grab Scythe. This Scythe is, like, so very important. We'll activate Abomination's Prison. We'll grab a Ruha. We'll flip over Toy Vendor. Not that this needs to be face up, but... We'll just go straight into a Ruha. Pop Vendor. Summon it in defense. We use Vendor effect. And then we just grab... It's gotta be Penguin, right? I don't think it's anything other than Penguin. Alright, and now we try and not misplay. Let's see if we can find a good choke to hit him at. Also made Decode Talker for targeting 1 protection. It's all 1 card combo. Decode off of 1 card is pretty gross. Alright, has the Araya. So we've got the Dark Beckoning. You can only use that to return during my phase or something. Okay. So there's nothing we can do about this. This is fine. He knows what we've got. Full board is 1 card combo. I think that's the weird thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is if there are some decks that can just do these like crazy 1 card like full boards. When this card's activated, add 1 of them on a specific listing. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, special summon a Fiend monster from your graveyard. Once per turn, if you control a level 10 monster, you can add a continuous spell card from your graveyard to your hand. I think this is fine. I don't think Spirit Gates matters too much. He'll get the ads. The cards I need to interact with are the Chaos Summoning Beast and the Field Spell. So Chaos Summoning Beast comes down. This will let him special summon his guy. That in itself, I think, is fine. Because if I do, he'll just get the Field Spell immediately. So we let this activate its effect. He summons out the Uriah or the Raviel from his hand. Then he's going to activate the effect to banish and grab the... Wait a minute. That's not what I was expecting. You need to pop the Field Spell. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're going to try and pop the Field Spell. Okay. Chaos Summoning Beast. Now we're going to summon out probably Raviel. Okay, that's fine. Now you're going to banish this to grab the Field Spell. This is also fine. Activates the Field Spell, which is also... Oh, no, we kind of want to stop this now, right? Because otherwise you get the double draw. So we're going to go Scythe here. So I really just do not want him to get the double draw. We'll use this, and we're going to use the Penguin. Putting this in attack mode doesn't do much for me here, I don't think. We'll go Cruel Whale. Then we'll go Cruel Whale and then Chain Block with the Penguin. Have we already used a Poly? We haven't, so we still have that live. I actually think we just said Sabers then. Then I'm going to pop this, and I'm going to pop this. Then we're going to use a Ruha. We'll summon out Unchained Soul. We'll use Unchained Soul's effect. And we're going to get rid of the Raviel. Okay. Now, this might have all been for naught, but this might stop him. We know one of the cards in his hand is a Raya. Okay, what's the other effect of this? Your opponent has a card on their field or in their graveyard, shuffle one monster from your hand or field into the deck. So probably going to be his... Oh, he had Hamon and he had a Raya in hand. Then he gets out Hamon in face down defense, which he can now flip up. But it doesn't have any protection. So all he's got is the Linkaribo, which is when I declare an attack, you contribute it to make the attack 0. That's fine. So you always attack over Unchained Soul here, right? There's no world in which you don't do that. As long as we don't draw Poly, we're in a great position here. Or Chain, actually. No, we got 2 Chain. I'm sure we have 2 Chain. Oh, what are we making here? Security Dragon. What do you do? This card is co-linked. You can target one monster your opponent controls, return to the hand. Okay. I'm going to put Fight for Cruel Whale back in my hand. Did you see the Blue Eye skill change? I mean, yeah, it was a big nothing change. Be interesting to see if it actually amounts to anything, really. Going for the damage. Okay. Gets an extra 1,000 in. That it? You've left me with this for some reason. I'm a little bit confused where we're going with this. Where is the Rush? Rush is in a weird place right now. The meta hasn't really changed, so we aren't rushing at the moment. And we just got new Fluffal stuff. How is it going? We're doing well. How are you doing, Whistling Bird? We grab chain here. We always grab chain here. So we summon, we can get a search. That's always the start of this play, isn't it? Go, Fluffal dog. Here, I think it's probably bear. Activate bear. Get this. We can flip this over. I want to link, I guess. Because then I can just link that off, right? Like, what does he do? Oh, no, I can't do that. That's not how that works. I mean, I could just get rid of it in, like, so many different ways, right? Like, I'm spoilt for choice of how to deal with this. We'll just drop Poly. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to drop Poly. Don't want to use that. I want to make this. I want to use this. I want to use this. Sure, we'll just put it attack mode. Why not? Out you come, Kraken. We'll activate the effect of chain. Grab Frightful Fusion. Activate the effect of Kraken. We'll just get rid of this. Guess change this to attack mode. I feel like there's so little I actually have to do here. We know the card in his hand, so we know he can't stop us. So we just go battle. Attack. I mean, attack with the Unchained Soul? I really think I'm, like, overthinking the heck out of this. We're fine. We are fine. Everything is okay. I'm thinking it's about what's coming out, not what's already out. I mean, potentially, but... like, we're still waiting for, like, Aqua stuff to come out, right? It's very strange how we've gotten two skills changed at different times for stuff that isn't out yet, right? It's very weird. Can't wait for Asana rerun. We could get that 2400 attack worm for rewards. Yeah, the Drac Crush or Drake Crush. I can't remember what his English name is. I think it's Drake Crush. But, yeah, it's cool. I think we will need a little bit more than that. I think if we get Gantry as well, then we have the capability to make a 29, 29, 28 board, which is like so big. Now, is that going to be enough? Right, it's just a 28, 28, 29, or 28, 29, 29. Is that enough to just win a game? Probably not, but like... oh, this is like... this is a weird hand. We're going to shuffle this away either way. We have the ability to pop Prison, which means we can link one of our opponent's monsters off. Our opponent is playing probably Lunalight. Would you look at that? What do they usually end on? They end on like Fire Fist King guy? What's his name? I don't remember what his name is. End on something else usually as well. Their turn 1 is usually the same thing every time. Okay, Wolf comes down. We're going to be fusing. Oh, making Nightmare. Yeah, this is the other one I make. So when your opponent special summons a monster, you can attach one, change the special summon card to face down defense position. I mean, that's pretty bad against us. As in, like, that's pretty good against us. That's pretty bad for us. Another Aruha. What a weird hand this is. Alright, let's just go ahead and use Fiend Exchange. Let's just put this back. Okay, this gives us options. So now... I could pop that, get that out. He's immediately going to change it to defense mode. So instead, I could use this, pop with this, and then maybe he hits that. But then I won't be able to pop that either way. Either way, I think getting Toy Vend online is probably for the best. I also don't think I need double Aruha. So I will probably just fire this off and just see if Aruha hits anything. That's not great. Okay, now we will go Aruha here. What we should have done probably is used Prison first. probably would have been better. How excited are you to play about playoffs? I mean, playoffs is neat. Like, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a bit of fun. I'm not like frothing at the mouth though, you know. How do we want to do this? We still don't have access to that. That doesn't actually accomplish anything. We're not going to have another pop. I think I've played this very poorly. I think I have played this very, very, very poorly. Getting that doesn't actually change anything. We've already used our normal. I guess we'll just take bear. We'll activate bear. Grab this back. I think there were so many different plays we had that we could have done that would have been way better than everything we've just done. Abomination's prison doesn't accomplish anything. I'm gonna flip this over. If this gets popped, we can just summon out a guy from our deck. Right, let's go prison. Well, we're gonna go prison. We're gonna grab out the soul to hand. And then we're gonna pass. That's the play. It's not a very good turn. I think the problem is I'm not super used to the Unchained stuff yet. I think what I should have done is try to go for the Unchained Soul very early. Forced out the Nightmare. Then... because I could have had that and Dog. Because I could have activated Prison, added Nightmare, Unchained Soul, Abominable Unchained Soul to hand, popped the first Toy Vendor as we summoned this from our hand. He's then forced to use the effect to stop it. Then we still get to do the Fluffal Dog play. And like, we'd still have this board. That would have been a lot better. This is very defensive. This gives me a lot of things I can do during his turn. But the problem is, he's playing a very competent OTK deck. So I'm probably just dead. Sitting on Worm Maximum feels so good. Even TSA... not even TSA can out it alone. It depends when the TSA comes down, right? Like if it comes down very early, it can. They are fun, sadly, can't contend with tier 1. Yeah. It might hopefully with the next support. For a moment, I saw Invasion instead of Defense Edging. Instead of the Defense Edging. Okay, Tiger King comes down. All face-up effect monsters currently on the field except Beast Warriors until the end of your opponent's next turn. Now, how... the wording on this is very weird. Is this a perpetual effect that now any monster I summon is going to have its effect negated? But it says currently. That's what makes me think it's only the monsters that are currently on the field right now. I'm pretty sure we're just dead. I'm almost certain we're just dead. I'm not sure if there was a world in which I could have killed him last turn, just because we didn't have access to any of our fusion stuff. So, like, it would have been a tall ask at the very least. Banishes 3, summons out Saber Dancer. This is the other issue, is we can't target his shit. Oh, because it's negate it while it's on the field, right. Wait, why can't I use this, though? Wait, why couldn't I use Unchained Soul? Why couldn't I do that? I still don't know why I couldn't use Unchained Soul. I guess we normal dog. Dog effect. We'll grab wings. Activate the effective vendor. Send wings. That is a kind of bad mill, because it's getting us less and less what we're actually looking for. So get rid of this. We have to take this now at this stage. And we really are lacking a lot of what we need here. We can make a 3-mat. We can't target this still. That's going to flip us face down. I really need another agent, but I just don't think that's in the cards. I think we have to just drop the poly. Go 1, 2, 3. Summon out Tiger. Because it was negated, but which part was negated? What negated it? That's the thing I don't understand. Guess we get rid of this. Get rid of this. And we'll get rid of this. Then we activate a Ruha, target this, summon this out, trigger this, summon this out. This still doesn't do anything though, so I can't target it. Because even if I make this, I still can't target it. Oh, targeting protection, like, really messes with this deck. Like, so badly. Yeah, how do I out something I can't target? Why are Unchained chained? We might never know. We might never know. Yeah, unfortunately, just the inability to target. The thing is, we went second against this deck, so this should have been a free win, right? This should have been the freest game of all time, but we opened all the Unchained cards and none of the Fluffal cards. Which just meant we had nothing to do. Your level 8 Unchained does not target. This one. They are not wrong. That doesn't target. Unfortunately, I did not have any cards in hand to use it. I think that's our only non-target we have in the deck then. That's good to remember though. That's going to make it so awkward. Yeah, Pure Fluffal is more consistent. I think it's one of those things. I do think Pure Fluffal is better, but I do think there will be some form of Fluffal plus something else, which is going to be better than Pure Fluffal. Now, I'm not saying that's Unchained, because, I mean, you know, we're playing like shit. But Pure Fluffal's turn 1 is just bad. Like, no matter what people say, they're like, oh, you know, you can make a sheep and a saber-tooth. Like, that's just not a good board. Like, against bad decks, that'll be enough. But against, like, the top decks in the meta, it's just not good enough to make it, like, a strong deck. Like, what I'm trying to do is find a way that I can make this into an actual strong deck. That's the goal. Now, is that goal working out particularly well for us right now? Obviously not. Let's go Bear. Grab out Vendor. Activate the Vendor. Fleur Fluffal is stronger. Yeah, we said that earlier, but I don't have the Fleur card, so I can't do it. Yes, we will summon this. That's actually very good for us. It would be better if we had... We've already used that, so we always take Dog here. It'd be better if we had access to the patchwork, but it is what it is. Do we just take Wings here? Wings is kind of irrelevant, but whatever we take is going to be a discard anyway. Is it even going to be a discard? Yeah, it's almost certainly going to be a discard. I think we just take Sabers then. Now we'll go ahead and make Dweller. Then we'll activate a Ruha, pop Vendor, summon this out in defense, activate Vendor, and then I guess it's just dog, it's always dog. Then we end our turn. I have a 0 Fleur Ultra Rare. Go Dweller now. Might not end up doing anything, but it might do something. Rush Highlander when? Rush Highlander, I could not imagine being particularly fun. Because it's less like you're going to have no synergy whatsoever in your deck. It's just going to be, did you draw the good cards or did you draw the bad cards? Okay, Conjurer comes down. So we're going to have Magical Dimension. Go straight in with the Magical Dimension. Okay. The issue here is if he goes Dark Magic Circle, he just gets to completely ignore my Aruha effect, which is really bad. Ah, nice. I got 3 Fleur Ultra Rare. I went into the box for Ray. I mean, it's one of those things as well. I don't even know if it's worth going into the box to try and get the 3 Fleur URs, because I think there's an okay chance that deck gets hit. Like, it's being seen splashed in everything, and Konami hates that. Oh. We're just dead then, aren't we? Yeah, we're just dead. That makes me sad. Why would we activate this immediately now? Makes the Dark Magicians. I got it accidentally because I love Sky Striker. Sky Striker is a deck that I do quite like. I've never been like a huge Sky Striker fan. But I feel like he had lethal and he has just thrown lethal away. Alright, what does this do? That's garbage. I don't really need either of these, which is the weird bit. I'll just summon this. I don't even think I use its effect. I don't need it. Look, big guy. That's Chain. I mean, Chain's nice. So he can activate a card from the top of his deck is what he's going to be able to do. Because I could have done this a different way where I don't let him do that, but it is what it is. We've already used both vendors, so dog is pointless. Guess we take sheep. Sheep's not bad here. Special sheep. Activate sheep. Dog back to hand. Summon chain. Now, we're going to poly and popple 3 probably. The alternative isn't super great, so I think we are just going to go for the poly. Which means he's going to get to use his card, which is fine. So Tiger comes down. Tiger effect is going to activate. Why didn't... Has he... I'm confused. Shouldn't he have been able to use that because I activated a spell card? But he would have... The timing to do it would have been before, wouldn't it? Like, as the spell card was activated. Oh, is this after it's resolved? Yeah, I really don't know why that worked like that. Now he gets Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. He can draw one also after resolving. Yeah? Let's go battle. Attack. Attack. Faster. What's the draw one from this? Oh, you're talking about that. I just thought I thought it would work when the card was activated, not when the card was resolving. That's what like threw me through a loop. I mean, we'll activate this. I don't want this in my hand. Back into the deck. I could get it back to my hand. Sure. We'll activate Abomination's Prison. MST? He's gonna negate my Abomination's Prison. Oh no. Anyway, let's grab a Ruha. Activate a Ruha. Target Chain. Summon in attack mode. Activate Chain. Grab Patchwork. Activate Patchwork. Grab Poly. Grab... I mean, I guess we'll take Scythe now. There's like so few things. If that's like a Mimicking Man-Eater bug, I actually can't beat it, which is very funny. Out comes Sabertooth. Sabertooth effect. Bring back Tiger. To battle. Yeah. It's Mimicking Man-Eater bug! Oh, that's so funny. What do you want to pop? Do I want to use Scythe? Probably shouldn't. Nah, we'll do it. Quickly, everyone! Attack! Go get it! Oh, it's so funny that we were like, it has to be Mimicking Man-Eater bug, and then it was Mimicking Man-Eater bug. Bro, that's so funny. Be more broken if you could draw upon activation. It's just, for me, it seems weird how it's, like, written, I guess. Alright, let's go for this. Let's wrap this up, shall we? We'll go, what, 1, 2, 3. Use these. We've got to get him out of that zone anyway. Go Unicorn. Unicorn effect. Discard. Get rid of this. If he now has a Kiteroid, I swear to God, if this man has a Kiteroid now. Oh my God. Who is this guy? Is he the protagonist? Jesus, what's happening? What even is this game? Right, what is the most broken thing you could have now? Dark Magic Circle into Dark Magician would be pretty gross. That is like... Okay, there we go. Woo! Woo! Oh, dude, bro is literally on Kiteroid Mimicking Man-Eater bug. That is like the noob starter pack. But we did it. We did it. Welcome, welcome on True Doc, and welcome on in X Damage. Are you Pegasus? You seen Bug face down and Kite in hand? It's one of those things where, like, the worst... Right. For me, right, if a player is kind of new to Duel Links, they gravitate towards cards like Kiteroid and towards cards like Mimicking Man-Eater bug, right? Every time you go against a deck that you're like, how the heck did this get here? They're always playing those two cards. The other one is like when they're playing Blue Eyes, but like bad Blue Eyes. Oh, this is another weird... Right, we're against some sort of Fleur, but this is a very awkward hand. Once again, we have just all of the bloody Unchained cards. How's things with you, Tomatosaurs? Everything's going pretty good. We've had a couple of rough games, but a lot of that is down to us not really understanding our opponent's decks fully. Okay, we've made this 6. Are we going for Beatrice? Is he going to end on ding or long? No, ding. Yeah, ding is the one I'm thinking of. Is he going to end on that? Goes for Chevalier de Fleur. Okay, so this is pure Fleur then by the look of it. I don't think most of the decks bother playing this. So once during each of your turns, when your opponent activates a spell trap. So you can't do it during my turn. Good to know, I suppose. You're facing the finicky stuff that has the occasional completely unpredictable. The primary issue is I kind of suck. That's the primary thing. We don't play speed enough to like know how any of the little niche interactions work. Like if I play against like Dark Magician or Blue Eyes or Glubel or something, like I kind of get it. Like I know how the deck works. Okay, so it's Sanavalon Fleur. Thank you for the follow, How Genesis. Alright, Sunseed Twin. Gonna be bringing back the Genius Loci. Where do we go from here? Going into a Link 3. Gets out the Melius. Push summon from your graveyard. This card can be targeted by attacks. I mean, it's probably about to get linked off anyway. Once per turn, you can target a summon link monster you control. This card points to... Okay, so that's irrelevant. We're just going to go straight into the 4, or one of the 4s. So this one is, during the main phase, quick effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, take damage equal to half its attack, and if you did take damage, return it to the hand. Okay, so he has a bounce on an effect monster. Right, we have to do this now. Got to remember, Fiend's Exchange is so overpowered, you're only allowed to do it as the very first thing you do. Well, that take Patchwork. What's up, Tomato? How's the games? The games have been going okay. Not like anything crazy, but they've been going okay. So he can bounce me. We use that, pop that, we get that back to our hand, we summon, we go for that. I think... We're getting Poly either way. And he's going to bounce us as a quick effect, so we have to summon him first, which means I actually think we have to go Sabers. Do we need to go Sabers? No, we don't need to go Sabers, because we're going to go... That. Okay, we'll go Chain. We'll go Chain. Alright, we'll go ahead and activate the Toy Vendor. Then we're going to just go ahead and hard drop the Toy Vendor effect. I think here, because I know what I'm going to do with this, I think we're just going to send Chain. That's very, very good. We did not need that. We already had everything kind of under control as we wanted it. But that means we can now get an extra search off of Vendor that we didn't need. So we'll go Dog. And then we'll go Chain. So Chain is going to get us Right for Fusion. Dog can get us Sabers. But, like, we were planning on getting Sabers anyway. We've already used the effect, so we don't need that anymore. I think we still just take Sabers. So I guess now we'll special Sheep. Let's see if he does anything here. Activate the Sheep. Dog back to hand. We will then just bring back the Chain. This just gets me an extra body. Nothing like crazy. Then I'm actually tempted to go straight for a Phoenix play to try and just get rid of the back row. I don't hate that. Because if that back row is something that... I should have put it here to get the extra draw as well. That was really silly. But oh well. It is what it is. Send this, target this. Right, get the Bottomless out of him. That's already pretty good. Okay, so now we will... I don't even need to do that, do I? We've already used our... We haven't used our normal, but we have already used Dog. So I think here we will go Aruha. Pop this. Put it in attack mode, why not? Out you come, Aruha. We'll use the effect of Toy Vendor. Toy Vendor is very specifically going to get me to Penguin. Then we'll go ahead and activate the Poly. We can just summon out Tiger using you and you. Summon out the Tiger. We'll go Tiger, and then we'll chain block with... Oh, we've got to set cards to destroy first, have we? Right, pop that one. That one. Then we'll chain block the Penguin. Oh, which one's this? Take one card. Negate its effects. Okay. I don't need you. I kind of do if I want to use that. So I could do that and that, or I could do that. This doesn't do much for me anymore. I think I'm quite happy to send that. So he does get the negate on that. So he still has that, which is annoying. But now we can activate Polly. And go 1, 2 into Sabertooth. Sabertooth effect. Bring back Tiger. Then I'm going to activate Frightful Fusion. And we're just going to make Kraken. Do this and this. Kraken comes down. Now he uses Resurgent. Now we attack, we attack, we attack, we attack, and that's just game. Unless I've missed something, which I don't think we have. Oh. Well, we missed that. Ah, why did I attack in that order? I guess it doesn't matter, because we just do this. We use a Ruha effect. We summon out the Unchained Soul. Back with this. And then we end it. There we go. Easy, mate. Easy. Kraken effect, Kraken Sense. Yeah, but if we use the Kraken effect, it puts us in a bit of a weird spot. Because then we don't have a way to deal with the other card. Like, we could have Kraken sent the Fleur, but then we have to just ram into and attack the other one. How's it going, fellow Fluffal enjoyer? It's going quite well. We're enjoying. Chain block what? I don't know. Whatever he's got. I don't play Sun Avalons. I don't know what he does. Sowing can protect his rank 4 from destruction. Well, good thing it didn't matter. GG. I mean, we'll take it. We take it. You figured out a build that does something going first? Not really. I do like this deck's going first when you draw well, but you have to high roll, which is like the bad part, right? This hand is dodgy. We can go Abomination's Prison. We'll grab a Ruha. We set. Activate a Ruha. Target Abomination's Prison. Summon this out in defense. Activate Abomination's Prison. Then we'll grab out probably just Disaster. Out it comes. Normal Chain. Then we'll go into Rage. Chain effect. Guess we'll just take Patchwork. Do we even need to use Patchwork right now? Yeah, we do actually, because that gets us Scythe, which is actually extremely important for the following up. So now we go Poly, and we'll go Scythe. The only thing we don't have is an extra card in hand for the discard. That's the only thing we lack. Unchained Fluffal is actually quite cracked. I don't know if I go that far. I think it works in Plat. Wake me up when Yuri comes to Duel Links. I'm not playing Duel Links until he gets announced. Are you just banishing my graveyard? Do I care? I don't think I care. I don't think I was going to use any of that again. Like, maybe Chain was coming back off of, like a sheep play? But sheep's about to go to the graveyard anyway. Jesus, Max. I'm so bored of the game. So bored of the meta. I mean, I can relate to that. I think Rush is in a similar spot where we got like a brand new product. So everyone was like, oh, new product. The meta's going to change. It's going to be fun. New exciting things. Maybe Machine and Cyburst won't be the best decks. And then Machine and Cyburst were the best decks. It's a bit boring. You can chain block Decode Talker with Tiger Penguin Chain Order though. All good, just a surprise to see you. I'm playing Overwatch 2. Ooh, that's a throwback. To be honest, yeah, meta is whatever, man, but it's hard for Konami to just give us a character. I wish Rush didn't exist. I wish Rush didn't exist. Oh, straight into my soul. Rush is the reason the content is slowed down. I think it's a part of it, but I think it would be naive to say that Rush is entirely the reason. Like, the content had to slow down at some point. That is a fact, right? I mean, just look at the fact that we're running out of worlds to release in Duel Links, right? Now, did it have to slow down this quickly? Did it have to slow down in the way that it has? No. But I do think it is, like I say, a little bit naive to say that's the only reason. All right, let's go Rage. I'm gonna just fuse into you. I want you. Tachyon Transmigration. Now we're going to go Scythe. Go into this. Using this. And this. Summon this. Out you come, Cruel Whale. We'll use Cruel Whale effect. Don't need to use that. We'll target a Ruha. And we're going to target the Tachyon Dragon. Then we're going to use a Ruha effect. Don't need to do that. We'll bring out Unchained Soul. Activate his effect. Discard. Pop the back row. I kind of like the Sacred Beast is actually good. Can you show the list? I mean, I can. I wouldn't recommend you play it, but I can show you it. It's an OTK tech, Soul Release in Duel Links. I've only seen it used against Snake Eyes. Why not just make both Speed and Rush formats same month of character unlocks? That would be ideal, but again, they want to keep people just coming back again and again and again. They want to drip feed you content. They want you having just enough content that you're happy to keep playing, but not enough content that you're like overly happy. That's kind of the gist, right? The issue with that is that you would have to fully grind one or the other. If you do both grinds, you'll be burned out. I mean, a lot of people do grind them both out, and a lot of people do just... Like, some people, like, play in tournaments every single day. And I'm just like, I can't just play in tournaments every single day. Most players still play the Speed format, and most play the Rush format, but rewards are rewards. I'm not being negative with the format itself, but the decisions Konami have made on the game is so awful. Why not just make an archetype at full power, just release all the cards in one box? I think a part of that is that they like... So, Duel Links is in a weird spot right now, in like terms of power level, where some decks feel very, very, very strong, and some decks do not. And a lot of decks are not at like their quote-unquote final form yet. And I think Konami likes having decks being introduced without all of their support cards to see if they'll be like just meta enough. And then they like that being a thing, and then they're like, oh, you experienced low power, I don't know, agent format. Now you can experience high power agent format, and they're two different formats, right? I think that's the logic behind it, at the very least. I would really like to get Wings effect off, but I have Toy Vendor in hand instead of Bear, which is a little bit annoying. I mean, we still could do that. It's just awkward. I guess we'll... Yeah, we'll do it then. We'll just go, We're going to go Bear into Vendor. We won't be able to get the Wings effect off, which is, like, okay. That is very funny. Does that change anything? Like, realistically, no. Like, I could link, but then, like, I give up my only monsters? That doesn't feel great. Right, we'll go Toy Vendor. We could do for a fusion. That also doesn't really accomplish much. We could just take the penguin. Penguin's probably the take here. I could just link these off and then go for the draw play. Let's go for it. It's a little bit gross because, again, I don't really like giving up the Phoenix this early, but I do really just want the draws off of my wings. So I go wings, banish bear, draw another card. Okay. Okay. We got some stuff going on. Pointless, pointless. Doesn't do a ton right now, so I guess we just take dog. So now I will activate Abomination's Prison. And we're just going to grab out the Aruha. Then, I mean, are we getting rid of a Polly? I get rid of Polly or we get rid of Phoenix? We don't really need Phoenix. It would be kind of funny to get rid of Phoenix. Let's get rid of Phoenix. You've done your job, Phoenix. Get out of my face. Pass. Aruha pass! Alright, let's try and catch up with the chat again. I'm under the assumption that because... Oh, what are we doing? Tenyis? Okay, we're just seeing Tenyis. But because Duel Links was slowing as card release, etc., that's why they gave us Rush to help fill the gaps a little. I think they kind of were two things that just happened at a similar time, and they went, okay, these kind of fix each other's problems. Based on banish card for your graveyard, take one of those destroyed monsters, special summon it. Say non-effect monsters destroy by battle or card effect. Okay. But the decisions Konami have made on the game have been so awful. Blah, blah. Alright, I need to get that out of the way. Too broken to always hit it. Skills are literally just better. I do think the skills are maybe a little bit heavy-handed personally. That's like my opinion. Good consistency and don't do much. True, they don't want to be overwhelmed you, but the content would rather keep players' attention to the game constant. The fact has killed the game. I know it's not possible to change anything about this game, but I'll wait for Yuri to be added ASAP. Yeah, Yuri is one of those characters as well. I think is one of the more interesting characters. Like Predaplants, I think is a really cool deck. So I am personally really looking forward to getting a hold of it. I think they probably don't want us to have Starving Venom in the same way they don't want us to have a lot of the other generic cards that are played in lots of decks, because you can just use like Super Poly and have it as a generic target. Now, I think there are other decks that do have better things than that, but just like Super Poly Starving Venom is like such a staple that we've seen for a long time. Keep releasing different things just to keep attention. We're using Ashuna. This is one someone's from deck, right? Banish card from your graveyard, target one from deck. Okay. Sora is able to maximum once or twice per Highlander game. I mean, I think that might just come down to luck, though. I don't know if I could just, like, flat out say that he's just straight up cracked. There was no low power agents. Yeah, again, it was an example, right? It wasn't necessarily a true example. It was the idea that you could have a deck released with only some of its support and it be playable and then release more of it later. Right? Because that's one of the things that Duel Links does well, is it lets you play decks that were never good in TCG in it and have them kind of do things. What's this one? Once cards summon you can target card in the field, shuffle them into the deck. So even if I do this now, it's gonna miss the timing. So we can't do anything about that. We just have to accept that that's gone. Oh, that makes me sad. Oh well, is what it is. He's burned a lot of resources to get into this. So now he's going to summon... What? Is it Vishuda for summoning off this? Now we're going for Mapura, which is... When your opponent activates card effect that targets a face-up, non-effect monster you control. Banish card from your... negate the activation and destroy the card. Ugh. So we... Potentially we're still fine. Because he'll negate the activation, but he won't be able to destroy us because we'll have Scythe. Goes for Adhara. Puts Ashuna back in the hand. Can't summon Ashuna now, though, because we have an effect monster. Or can you if it's Yangzing? No, just a face-up non... Oh, it's just a face-up non-effect monster, not a not only face-up non-effect monsters. Okay, Shaman of the Tenyi comes down, that's fine. I'll just save up gems. The deck's biggest issue is that we are giving up the voice lines by not playing Sora. Yeah. You're not wrong. Skill should fix a deck, not be the whole deck. Yes, that is another thing that I always say. I was just playing Legend of the Heroes. Okay. Man, we both have really boring skills. What's next? We're gonna make Berserker of the Tenyu? Still no Vashuda as well. Vashuda is in this game, right? I'm not just, like, gaslighting myself. Berserker comes down. We're actually down to 30 seconds as well. We actually need to... Right, we'll use the effect of Scythe. We'll make Cruelwell. Oh, no, we'll make Cruelwell. Running out of time, though. We can't afford to waste time doing this. Oh, we made the wrong one! I'm an idiot! Oh well. It's fine. He's still big defense boy. That's because we back-clicked. Ah, because we right-clicked instead of left-clicking. We actually selected the wrong one on the second go. That's very awkward. That's very awkward. Dino skill 1? Never. You're gonna negate Penguin of all the things. Okay. What's next? Yep. Behold Kraken. Let's chain. I guess we'll summon Dog. Dog effect. I think we just take sabers, right? I mean, Saber seems pretty good. Kraken was actually the right play. Well, would have got lost to the water tenue, but we would have used the Scythe to protect it. So now we're going to do this, and now he's going to negate this. The water one? Which was the water one? Yeah, we'll use Scythe here. So that negated that. Now, we drop Polly. I guess we're going to make this one. Using this and this. Summon it out. Tiger effects. Pop this. Pop this. Now he'll use the water one. Now we'll activate Polly. Go 1, 2, 3. Summon it out. Use the effect. Bring this back. Don't care. I just need to get this on the field. Activate the effect. Target this. Enter. Okay, we didn't play that perfectly, but it might be enough. Alright, Ashuna summons it out. God, that timer. That bloody timer. Uses Vessel. Okay. So we've sent the Vashuda. Man, if we had... So if we had infinite time, we just win there, right? Because we activate the effect, grab back Fright for Fusion, make a guy, attack directly, win. But we ran out of time. So Vashuda bounces. Probably going to bounce the Sabertooth. Okay. Ashuna summons out a body. Link both into Shaman. Just attack with Shaman. So we've got Adhara back. So who have we got in Graver currently? If we pop a normal, you can bring it back. That's it. And then the Adhara, which is going to be target a banished worm, add it to your hand. So he's going to be able to do that now. Into pass. Okay. So that's turned off right now. Could just activate this. Do we still have thingy? No, we don't have it. Ugh, I'd have to make that. Right, running out of time here. Alright, I'll activate the effect of sabers. Put this on top. Summon it out. Normal summon. Activate the effect. Make Nightmare Unicorn. Use this effect. Grab this. Activate. Make this by using this and this. Wrong position. Activate the effect. Target this. The battle. Swing. Enter. Chain off. Oh, the clock! My nemesis! Legend of the Heroes? The top was Vishuda. Link into Monk of the Tenyi. Then what? Vishuda, bounce one of them. Okay. Then Adhara, summon out a guy. Gets the Ashuna. Summons the Ashuna. I find it funny that Rush feels less rushed than speed games. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the whole point, right? Speed games can take ages. Which is why they, like, are so rushed, I guess. Uses Ashuna. Matt, the problem is, we had, like, there were 2 different turns where we won this game, and we ran out of time, so we couldn't, like, execute the win. So we've already won, and now we might lose, which is very sad. I mean, he just makes Shaman, right? Mapura does nothing. It's irrelevant. Is he going to make Berserker? Man, the other thing is this should have been in defense mode, and then it forces him to Shaman. But now he can just go Berserker if he wants an attack over it. I was more thinking about the clock. I mean, yeah. But, like, the difference is, I suppose, is that Rush is meant to be something you can just, like, play through. Whereas Speed is, like, combos, cards doing things, lots of triggering effects, working out chain links. That's interesting. I mean, we always activate it. Give me the Ashura. I mean, I could ram it in, take 15, summon out the guy. That doesn't do anything, though, so we might as well just set it. Ah, man. I don't think we win this from this position, to be honest. I think, again, if we had an extra, like, 15 seconds on the clock, we've already won this game twice. We've already won twice over. That is annoying, right? Unaffected by monster effects. That is the awkward part here. And I think we have to summon this. Out he comes. I'm taking your guy. I'm gonna try. You can't stop me from trying. Ah, boo. Alright, now we'll go Abomination's Prison. I guess we're just taking Ashura here. Now the question is it going to be unaffected no matter what, is the issue. So I think we just set and pass again. What's our win con? We need this or we need this to pop the field spell, then I can win the game. And he needs to not draw anything. We've already used both Polys, and we've used Fright Fur, so we can't do another fusion. So we have to just get a Link 3 with a card in hand, which is like next to impossible. I think we have to summon this. We can't just not. A Ruha again? There's just like so little we can do off of this. So that still doesn't work. I need this like so badly. I think we just play it safe, right? We just pass, let him run into us, and then he'll get his effect off. Then I think we're okay, because we can use Unchained Soul's effect to bring it back if it's killed by battle. Oh, maybe I should have done it here then. This card was great because it was destroyed. It's not this turn. Yeah, I think that would have been better. Because now he potentially gets to make... Wait, what the heck is this one? Yeah, I think now he gets to make Shaman, and now our play is gone. I think attacking here would have been better. He would have just forced out his cards in his graveyard as all. Gets the Ashuna. The thing is, even if I out the field spell, I still then need to have something else on board to actually do. Goes for the Adhara. Puts that back in his hand. Second Adhara. Does attack. Okay, interesting. Uses the Shatana, brings this guy back. He has to pop my guy. Rude. I mean, this is coming back either way, so I don't even need to bring it back. Guess we'll just bring this back. Haha! There's no target for that one. Unchained Soul comes back. I'm going to activate this. I'm going to send this. I'm going to get rid of this stupid thing. Draw for turn. Ah, no! Okay, that's fine. We have two different options here. Does he have more blues in grave? Doesn't. So, I just go battle, swing. End. Why didn't he work? Is it only during your opponent's turn? What did I do wrong? We've done something wrong. Where is he? He's all the way... Wait. Am I an idiot? I mean, yes, but like... Specifically, why am I an idiot this time? Where is he? Does he not go to... Our chain was off! That's why. We went full idiot. Okay, I still do not understand where he is. Where... Is he banished? Is he back in the deck? Where did he go? I mean, I guess we just... What does this guy do again? Activates a monster effect. Okay, I mean, we'll just drag this out. What happened to him? Attack destroyed it. Destroyed Berserker Tenyi. But where is he? I really don't know where my monster's gone. Like, where is it? Did it go back into my... It didn't say anything. Does anyone know where my boss monster went? Like, it's not in the graveyard. Where on earth is it? Again, that doesn't count as a loss, right? That was a time limit loss, basically. We beat that guy twice. And again, I still don't know what happened to my boss monster. Like, did he have some sort of effect? Because my boss monster just disappeared, and I am still bewildered. I might never know what happened to that boss monster. I don't know, prefer times out and rush. I mean, that is true. One player out of many. Does prefer represent us in this case? I still do not understand where my boss monster went. Why was it not in the graveyard? Where did it go? It must have gone back into the deck, because it wasn't banished and it wasn't in the graveyard. Either banished or sent back to deck. Yeah, but... So one, why did those things happen? I do not understand. Like, I do not see an effect that did that. And two, we know it wasn't banished and we know it wasn't in the graveyard. So it was put back into our deck, but I don't know why it was put back into our deck. Double Aruha is awkward. The rest of this is pretty good. We'll start with the patchwork. We'll grab Polly, and we're going to go ahead and grab Chain here. Oh, I had a really good hand. We had a really good hand. That is indeed a different case of losing the boss. I want to go and look at my boss again. I want to read its effect to make sure its own effect didn't get rid of itself. One card, once potentially the end phase card is in the grave because it's destroyed in the field. So you special summon this card. Place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. That's where it went. That's where it went. Now I know. We just never read the final line of text on the card. Now we know. It goes to the bottom of our deck after it's been brought back one time. That is very important information. Okay. Now we know that, we can play around that in the future. Or we'll forget about it. One of those two things. Watch me open like a really ass hand now. We're going second. Our opponent is on a rank up. This hand is not bad. There is stuff we can do with this. If we draw dog, this is like a really strong hand. The issue is, it's going to come down to what our opponent puts on the board. If they end on like... God, what do they usually end on? Like Beatrice Ding? Samurai Skull. Okay. So this is like Zombie Fleur? Zombie Fleur is awkward, if I remember. This is going to be like Baladrock Fleur, right? Lol, your own boss monster is your own out. I mean, he's the boy. On the plus side, though, the neat thing about that effect is that you can then summon it again from deck. If we have more copies of the Unchained cards. It's just, it hasn't come up much. That's the thing. Now that we've experienced it, hopefully we'll remember in future. Okay, Saucier comes out. We're going into a level 12 Synchro, are we? What? That's it? I was expecting more. We'll grab Polly, we're going to grab Chain. Now, since it's this board, I don't think we have much to worry about here, right? I think we're just going to go ahead and drop the vendor. Then I think I need to pop it with Ashura. Because I need the vendor popped. That needs to happen. It will stop me from special summoning non-fiends, but that's kind of fine. We'll summon this in attack mode. Toy vendor effect. This gets me to dog. Oh, okay. So he's got like an effect veiler. Effect veiler, like, obviously does suck, but there are worse things in this world than effect veiler. Now, what is he going to do? What is our opponent planning to do with us? That is the question. Okay, we get a card to our hand. It's always dog. It's always dog. It's never not dog. When would it ever not be dog? We'll summon out the dog. Let's see what he does. Attempt to activate dog effect. So no chain there, no delay, which means he might just have things that stop cards in the graveyard. So now, we will quite simply activate Polymerization. And I'm going to go ahead and make Kraken. We're going to make Kraken using Penguin and using Chain. So we're going to go ahead and put up Kraken in defense mode. Then we're going to use... Oh, no, we've messed this up already, actually. Yeah, we have. We've really badly messed this up. Okay, that's fine. We should still be in an okay position. It's just a lot more awkward than it should have been. Man, it's been so long since we've opened a good hand that I forgot how to play the good hand. This is like... this is very bad. Okay, now everything's kind of okay again. We don't need the toy vendor here, so we'll just send it. And then here we're going to grab Frightful Fusion. We'll use toy vendor effect. And then we'll use that to grab out probably just going to be like wings here. I don't think we need anything else. Now we're going to activate Kraken. We're going to send Sorcerer de Fleur. Then we're going to drop the Poly. We're going to go ahead and make this by using... I guess we'll use this and this. Summon out the Sabertooth. Sabertooth effect. We'll target the Kraken. No, alright, let's see if we could successfully do this. He might have Crow. Crow might be what he's got. Crow would like mess us up a little bit, but like would still be fine. What's he got? What have you got for me, sir? Okay. So now we'll just activate Frightful Fusion. We'll make Cruel Whale by using this and this. Out comes the whale. We'll use whale effect. We'll pop this, and we'll pop this. We'll then use a Ruhar's effect. We'll summon out the Unchained Soul. Not going to bother using Unchained Soul's effect. Go to battle. Swing. And let's see if we can't end the game with a little doggy attack. When is the next EU-friendly Rush tournament? So the most EU-friendly Rush tournaments are the Grand Prix, which are on Sundays. Those are like the most EU. They're like 7 PM / like 8 PM EU. That's probably the best you're gonna get. Otherwise, if you can work in the middle of the, or if you don't like work in the middle of the day, or you don't go to school in the middle of the day, there is Thursdays. There are Japanese tournaments, which require being able to communicate in Japanese, but you can use Google Translate to do that if you want. And that will be the Angel Cup, and those usually start about 1 PM UK time, which is about 2 PM like EU / Paris time. All right, let's go again. Let's go again. Scarlet. Alright, Varus. So probably going to be Boral. Or Rockets, as we should probably call it. Yeah, Borreload Link. Well, we can do that. There's no other play to be made, so I think we just summon Dog here. Dog effect. Unfortunately, there's not like a huge good play we can actually make here. We can add like something to hand, and then it doesn't really go anywhere. We'll pop that, get that link both off, and then just like have Penguin in hand. That doesn't feel great. The alternative is that we go Bear, summon that, pop that, and then Bear gets us into, again, nothing. So I think we just go Penguin here. Today's Tuesday. Did you skip the cup this week? What cup are we talking about? We'll set Abomination's Prison. We'll go Aruha, straight up, pop Prison. Set the Aruha. And talk about Angel Cup. I think we go Disaster here. Then we'll go into Rage. And then we'll just pass. Was Angel Cup Thursdays? Yes, Angel Cup is Thursdays. But it is a bit of a weird time. I know a lot of people can't work. A lot of people can't play in the middle of the day. Explode a Rocket Dragon. Okay. Sends Double Disruptor. Sends Spiral. Adds Heavy Interlock. Black Meteor Dragon. Summons out the Red Eyes Black Meteor. Okay. Thank you for the follow, DK Duel Links. Wait a minute. Do you know what you will bring to it? I do not know. I guess is the answer to that question. Realistically, so I have like two modes, right? There's either try hard mode or there's like just have fun mode. The meta at the moment in Rush doesn't really interest me, and not because it's necessarily a bad meta, just because it's been going on for so long. Like playing Machine Mirrors is like, it's just boring now. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Galactic Spiral Dragon. What are we doing with this? We've got these three guys together. Now we activate the Heavy Interlock. So this will let you get out your big annoying guy who's going to be unaffected by card effects. It's time for Tomato to crack out the nudes. The problem is, it's just so awkward to play them now. You get this. This card, be able to destroy one card you control the hand. If you do, add that to your hand. Okay, I think we just chill for now. For now, we just wait until he goes to battle phase. Quad Brawl. So you're gonna force me to use it? Is that what we're doing here? Okay, so it's use it or lose it. I mean, can I use it on this? If this works... Because I'm not... Like, I'm targeting it with an effect, but the card just says, like, it's unaffected. But I think I'm just going to force it to be used. Book of Moon. Okay. I mean, that's also fine, right? Because, like, it won't get linked off. And my guy will die, but like... Yeah, I'll grab Disaster back to my hand. That seems pretty cool. I mean, that's face down now. That was like the hardest thing for me to deal with. Yeah, I would like to play more Noodles, but like... With the two nerfs they got, it's so hard to play it in the same way. So you have to play it basically just as like an all-out aggression deck. And then it feels really bad because most decks are still able to play Negate Attack and Slime, which is the reason like Psychics and a lot of the other decks aren't doing particularly well right now. What about Ice Suck or Warrior DM Shuffle? I mean, again, like, they're all fine. I would play any of them. They'd be... I'd happily play them. But, like, if I'm playing any of those decks, I'm not playing to win, right? Which again, is fine. But you don't have to play to win. But I like to get very motivated, and I like to, like, try hard when I enter tournaments if I can. But I'm just not really feeling it at the moment. The amount of rocket decks makes me rage sometimes. I mean, it's not the... rockets can get very tiring, I guess, but, like, it's not the end of the world. So you have... Okay. So we'll summon out you over here. Then I'd like to take your effect. I guess we're just discarding this. Oh, we could put this back into our deck, though. Can we discard this, then? No matter what we discard, it feels kind of bad. We'll discard this. And we'll just get rid of this. So we'll draw, grab Abomination's Prison. We will go ahead and activate Fiend Exchange. We'll put this back in the deck, draw a card. We'll go Bear here. Grab this back. We can flip over the Toy Vendor. Now the question is, are we doing anything with that? Our extra deck's looking kind of full still, all things considered. Well, I could just pop this. We haven't normal yet either, so I think we go Prison. With Prison, we grab a Ruha. It's the unfortunate thing is that I can't do everything I want to do, which is fine. So I'll pop this. What's the defense on his guy? This guy. 2,500 defense. That's very big. And grab this out. Activate the effect of Vendor. Vendor probably just gets this dog. And dog's fine. What I wanted to do was get Penguin and Dog out at the same time, but I can't do that because of Aruha's effect, blocking me into only special summoning Fiends. So off of you, we probably just take Sabers. Do I even need Sabers? Yeah, we're going to take Sabers. Then we'll just go to battle, I think. Right, we'll try and force something out here. Let's see what he does. So now he's going to use Tracer's effect. Get rid of Tracer. Because they're constantly used with Borrow Link, and I still think it's called. Do we want to continue the attack? No. I don't want to do that. I will get rid of this, though. And then that's all we can do here. So he has used a lot of resources. I'd be feeling a lot happier if I had a Dweller on the field, but there was no way for me to get to a Dweller. This field still isn't bad. I would also really like to have Soul of Rage back in the extra. Do I have a way to do that? Oh god, what do you do from the graveyard? Okay. This is now continuously going to do this. Okay, so we can pop his card to put a card back in his hand. That's what he does. Let's see what our opponent does. Pops that, adds back the Exploder Rocket. I assume that's just to get the skill going again. Summons out Tracer. Okay. Quick launch. Right. Using Tracer's effect, so we're going to summon out Ooh, that's... Yeah. This is the old Tracer combo. It's been a while since I've seen this. I haven't seen anyone do this in Duel Links in ages. Okay, so we're gonna get out 2 bodies. We can do what, Link 3? We still have the Exploder Rocket in hand. Summons out Metal Rocket and Magna Rocket. Send both. Link summoning out the Lingerous Dragon. Okay. Okay. What's next? There they are, all of the explosions. Right, Patchwork is very good here. So I go Patchwork, add Poly, probably just gonna add Chain here. Then we will just go ahead and drop the Poly. I think we just make this, all things considered. We just go 1, we go 2, we go 3. We'll summon this up here. Tiger, and then we'll chain block just in case. We'll go 1. We'll go 2. We'll go 3. Penguin. We'll send chain. Chain effect. We'll bring back Frightfur Fusion. Obviously that doesn't do anything. I mean, do we just drop the Frightfur just in case? What are the chances he has anything in hand that can stop me? If he stops my 2 biggest attacks, I'd only have 15. Right, we will go Frightfur Fusion then. We'll make Kraken using you and you. Again, this is just to play around Kiteroid. To battle! Sewing! Sewing! Hey! See, Borrel's easy! We just beat him up. Fluffal better than Borrel confirmed. I mean, if this isn't 100% accurate, right? I don't know what is. Only Plat 5. We haven't really climbed much today. We have had a lot of losses. But we have learnt quite a lot about our deck at the very least. We are on a 3-win streak. Which means we might be on a rank up game. Let's have a look. Let's see what happens. Someone from the Philippines playing Selena. Now, can we... The last time we played against the Lunalight, we drew a really bad hand. Ooh, win streak 3. No rank up game. We are going first, which again, we're both playing OTK decks, so neither of us really wants to go first here. That's not bad. Right, we'll go Dog. Unfortunately, Frightfur Fusion being in our hand is really letting us down here. I think here we do just go Bear. As unfortunate as it is. I don't think I can afford to use the Toy Vendor. Like, if we did hit Penguin, it would be fantastic, but, like, the chances of us hitting it don't seem particularly high. Use the effective Vendor. But again, like, what does this actually do? We could just take another Dog for next turn. That's probably the best we've got. That's assuming we even live the turn. Yeah, that's a really, really bad hand. Unfortunately, this Frightfur Fusion is right in the way. If we had a Patchwork, we would have had such a strong board here. Which is the reason we play 3 of them, so we can try and open them. Because if we just open Dog Patchwork, like, it's so strong. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think this deck is a little bit too aggressive and competent at OTKing for us to actually live through this. I have to see what he does. Sends Yellow Martin. Moonlight Wolf. Brings back the Yellow Martin. Okay. Someone's up Tiger King straight away. Okay. The problem with that is now we don't have a float with a Ruha. So although it'll be in the graveyard when it resolves, it does not matter. I think we're just dead no matter what then. Without opening Scythe, I don't know how we're supposed to win this matchup going second, or going first. I think we literally need Scythe. Maybe if we could have gotten out Dweller, we could have done something, but there was no way to get to Dweller. We would have needed to open Chain. And even that doesn't actually get you to Dweller. We would need to just open Penguin, right? I think that's it. Hopefully our opponent will kill us quickly, because I don't really, like I say, we don't really know the intricacies. Okay, Leo Dancer comes down. Can't be targeted, destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Make a second attack during each battle phase. So slam, slam, slam game, right? So we'll just go next. We know we're dead. We opened badly. There was nothing we could do. I would just really like to go second in that matchup. I feel like whoever goes second just like automatically wins. Like, again, there are some turn 1 boards we could make to stop that, but like they're so few and far between. Bronx Stone. Okay. We are on a Bronx. We are on a Bronx skill. I could not tell you what the Bronx skills are. If we draw Dog for turn, this is actually a really, really crazy strong hand. Set, pass. No, I think we just let this go. Fight for Fusion is such an awkward card to draw here. So we add this. This is now pointless. So I guess we take Sabers straight up. Like, what do we do with this hand? We could pop 2? I guess? Alright. There is stuff we can do here. It's just a little bit awkward is all. So I'll go 1. We'll go 2. We'll summon out Fight for Tiger. We'll use Tiger Effect. We'll target this one. And we'll target this one. Book a Moon. Okay, that's fine. Pop the other one. Now we're going to activate Polymerization. And we're going to make Sabertooth using this and this. So Sabertooth hits the field. Sabertooth effect brings back Tiger. Then we activate Frightful Fusion. Summon Cruel Whale by using this and this. Cruel Whale hits the board. Cruel Whale effect. Target. We don't want to chain. So I'm going to target Cruel Whale itself and this. We will use the effect of Psych to protect. Swing! Yes, we will do this now, I guess. Why not? Boost his attack up. Send this to grave. Kill. When I get the cards, I'm going to try awkward fabled Fluffals. Okay, that's what we like to see, right? We like to see the weird builds, the weird cooking. That's what we always like to see. But that, I think, is probably going to be it from us today. We had a lot of fun. We did play a ton of games, and we do like thoroughly enjoy playing the deck. We might next time try playing pure Fluffals for a bit rather than just the same deck over and over and over, right? Like, obviously the deck's still very fun and we are still like really enjoying it, but you know, variety is the spice of life, as it were. But we will be back again on Thursday, where we will either be playing more Fluffals or we'll be playing in the Angel Cup, or some sort of combination of the two. Because Angel Cup is more specifically a Rushdoll tournament, but, you know, it's a cool Rushdoll tournament. Oh, look, it's Dragson. Hello, Dragson. Welcome, welcome. And hello, Pen, as well, by the way. Didn't welcome you in. But that's going to be it for us from today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.